Welcome back, True Seeker. Got a big follower in Houston. He said, Zach, can you please make a quick video giving me tonight's score for Game 6 of the World Series? I've already put out a number of videos on why I expect Verlander to close it out. Today is 112 days from his birthday. It would be Houston's 112th win of the season. In ordinal gematria, Houston equals 112. For tonight's score, there's been 58 runs in this World Series, and this is the Elements World Series. Houston flooded, LA burned. I said after both of those things happened, it made a lot of sense for the Astros to face the Dodgers and for the Astros to beat the Dodgers because water beats fire. Houston flooded, LA burned. Think about the biblical riddle of 40 days and 40 nights. If 4 runs are scored in tonight's game total, there'll be 62 runs in the World Series. In Hebrew, the word flood equals 62. The Houston mayor was 62 years old. He's the 62nd mayor of Houston. He was 62 when it flooded. He's had his birthday. He's 63 now. But how interesting that the 62nd mayor was 62 years old and the word flood equals 62 in light of how Houston flooded by the numbers. So I could see 4 total runs being scored in tonight's game. 4-0 would make sense. 40 days and 40 nights of rain in the Bible. 3-1 might also make sense. 3-1. Houston wins 3-1. Another score, if it's not that's a possibility, is 5-4. That would make it so that there's been 67 total runs in the World Series. And remember, water equals 67. Before Game 2 was played, I guaranteed Houston would win that game. It was the day leaving 67 days left in the year. And the final score was 6-7. If there is going to be 9 runs in tonight's game, the score would be 5-4 in favor of Houston. Verlander, the name in gematria, sums to 54 as well as 45. Look at Major League. Major League, 45. Remember last year I guaranteed the Cubs would break the 108-year-old curse. That was an easy read last year. But Major League has this gematria of 45. And baseball has gematria 54 and 2 of the base ciphers. So tonight's score, I won't be surprised if it's 3-1 or 4-0, or at the same time 5-4 or 4-5, depending on how you read it. Those scores would all make a lot of sense based on what's happened. So far, there's 58 runs scored. Today's game on Halloween is a date with 58 numerology. And Verlander, before Game 5, posed with the Bushes, the presidents. Bush equals 58. And the second one, King George II, George W. Bush, also equals 58. Big number in this nation. Washington, 58. Well, let me spell it right. Washington is 58. United States, having trouble spelling. United States is 58. Freemasonry, 58. Secret Society, 58. Freemasons are obsessed with Solomon's Temple, 58. This number's coded all over this nation. The motto, we the people, 58. How about on the dollar bill, in God we trust? And a million other things. Got a long list of 58 in the book that's about to come out. They've started all of these World Series games at 5:20. Today's Game 6, 52. In English, flood is 52. Houston flooded on a date with 52 numerology. Flooded on the 239th day of the year, which is the 52nd prime number. The name of the storm was Harvey. Look at Harvey. You see that? Or you notice that flood is 83? Check out Harvey. Harvey's also 83. Verlander's currently 34 years old. Came over right after Harvey flooded Houston. He came to Houston the same day that the La Tuna fires began in LA. Water puts out fires. Genesis 8:3 is where the biblical flood ends. And the flood ends after 150 days. Joel Osteen, who has the Lakewood Church in Houston, the televangelist who equates Jesus with money. Talk about a minion of the synagogue of Satan duping the gullible Christian morons. Joel Osteen, 150. He had the Lakewood Church, the temporary lake in Houston. You see? It's all sick jokes. It's all planned theater. It's all scripted narratives. This is the 113th World Series. The Dodgers are sitting at 113 wins. Rich Hill, their starting pitcher. His birthday is March 11th, 11/3. I should also mention that this game's on Halloween. 10 plus 31 is 41. Houston, if you do the reverse gematria, also has gematria 41. Houston's 41. So is LA. LA 41, that's the 13th prime number. Remember, the first game was all about 13. 1-3 was the score. Record heat of 103 degrees. 1-3. 13 Ks for the Dodgers pitchers. The final at bat was the 13th pitch by the closer. Altuve was 1 for 3 up at the plate. It's all scripted. From the final score to the box score, the same will be true of tonight's score, and that's why you can take an educated guess at what the score will be. 62 total runs in the World Series, that would make a lot of sense to me. So would 67, as I explained, and that's why I like those scores. There's still other options. Somebody's probably watching and going, well, why not 4-1? Could be 4-1. But then it'll be 63 total runs for the World Series, and I'm not sure exactly where 63 factors in with the flood narrative. Maybe it's there and I just don't know it yet. But 62 and 67, I can make sense out of those all days. So 4 total runs gets us to 62 for the World Series, 62 total runs, all games. 9 runs gets us to 67 total. And by the way, Jackie equals 42. Jackie Robinson, number 42. Number stamped all over black people throughout history. If the game ends tonight, it'll end 4-2, kind of like 42. The World Series began on the 45-year anniversary of the death of Jackie Robinson. One more time, Major League 45. The World Series began October 24th, 45 years after his death. Los Angeles Dodgers has gematria of 181, which is the 42nd prime number. Close out the Dodgers 4-2 on the perfect date on Verlander's birthday. What else can I show you? Verlander wears 35. When you write out 35, it equals 61. Today will be the 61st day of him being a Houston Astro. Today will be the 61st day. This number represents time. Time, 61. Perfect date and time for him to get the 112th win of the Houston season 112 days before his own birthday. And you could also say it's a span of 113 days because it's the 113th World Series. Go see the other videos I already put out. This is for Darrell in Houston, who really wanted me to put out some scores that we might see hit tonight. So I gave you 3 solid predictions. I won't be surprised if they land. All right, Truth Seeker, until next time. Encore Truth Seeker. You know what would be the ultimate insult for the Elements World Series? It began with record heat. Tonight's game could very well have a rain delay. Because, again, Houston flooded, LA burned. I just looked at the forecast. In LA, there's a chance of rain tonight during game time, around 8 p.m. Rain in gematria sums to 42. Close them out 4-2 with the rain. Again, the tyrants who run the show, including the world of rig sports, they're in control of the weather. Absolute control of the weather. They have been since at least 1952 and probably long before that. Look up the Linmouth flood of 52. It's been going on ever since. Prince performed Purple Rain, Super Bowl halftime show, and the only halftime show that has ever had rain. The only one ever where he performed Purple Rain in the rain. And no doubt that was controlled rain for that event. All part of the script. And I'll remind you, Prince died on the 112th day of the year last year. Houston 112. Prince also performed in Super Bowl 41. Super Bowl 41, the day he died, April 21st, 2016. 4 plus 21 plus 16, that's a date with 41 numerology. On Purple Rain, he recorded the song I Would Die For You, and he spelled it with the number 4 and the letter U. U using the alphabetic order, which is the ordinal method, is the 21st letter. 4U is 421, the day he died. And let's not forget that after Vanity died, right after the 58th Grammys, I said Prince better watch his ass. He'll be the next one dead. I said he has the number 67 and 118 coded on him, numbers of death and killing. He ended up dying a span of 67 days from Vanity in an elevator. Elevator, 118, just like Prince Rogers Nelson. And his birthday was June 7th, 6-7, which corresponds with blood sacrifice. Purple Rain also has gematria 58. And he died on the Queen's birthday. Purple Rain, the Queen, royalty, purple. They lit up Niagara Falls that same day where Vanity was from. It's all in the book, Truth Seeker. It's coming out. Closing thoughts before they play the scripted World Series Game 6. Until next time. Not until next time, because there's one more thing I want to say. Complete Game has gematria 52. Complete Game is 52. Shutout has gematria of 25. Flood has gematria of 25. So does Fire. I'm wondering if we might see Justin Verlander go the complete game and maybe get a shutout with that 4-0 win. And for the record, Justin Verlander equals 213 like the Los Angeles area code. He's pitching in Game 6 with the 66 name gematria, triple sixes, 666. The last game was 317 minutes, Game 5. And understand when these coaches are going out there and talking to the pitcher, it's because the whole game is scripted. They're watching the time. They have to make the game end exactly when it's supposed to. 317 is the 66th prime. The last game was 317 minutes. It's all pointing to Justin Verlander. As I've been saying, him coming over was a sure sign that the Astros would win this World Series. He came over from the Tigers. Detroit's connected to the curse of the Billy Goat, which was broken last year by the Cubs. It's all ongoing narratives. And with regards to this being the last day of October, Halloween, October. Whoops, it's reverse Sumerian. In reverse Sumerian, October 666. This letters and numbers thing, Kabbalah, it is a form of witchcraft. And let's see if I can remember this off the top of my head. This word. No, that's not how you spell it. Let me look this up real quick just so I can show you. Be patient. I always forget how to spell this word, and I still don't, oh, there it is. This is the word I want. This word right here, you guys, is the demonic half of this code. It's about casting like evil spells, making horrible things happen in the world. This is a real practice. Whether you believe it or not, there's people who do this. And they are the New World Order tyrants. This word, 666, special number to them. Number of the beast from the Bible. That Bible riddle from Revelation that talks about 666, that's a Greek isopsephy riddle. You see, 666. Special number, man's made on the 6th day of creation, humanity, 666. Mankind, 66. It's Genesis 6:6, where God decides to wash away mankind. How perfect. Genesis 6:6. And notice Genesis also has the 666 gematria. See what's coded? That verse is about the person with wisdom will know how to calculate the number of the beast. And check it out. Here is wisdom, 66. Number of the beast, 66. You see? The beast is time. The beast is time, Truth Seeker. Show you this. Beast, 47. Time, 47. The tropics that measure the solstices, 47 degrees apart. We're all ruled over by time. Time is the ultimate authority. We're getting into other topics. But now you know what to look for. Until next time.